Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam, where we only sew with a 1/4 inch seam. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes it's a 1/2 inch. Sometimes it just is what it is. Anyway. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to jump back into this shamrock because I'm so excited now that I seem to have kind of quasi figured out what in the heck I'm doing. And somebody was asking the other day, we can't see what you're sewing. Where's the sew cam? I've got it on. I've got it ready to go. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here to join the live, too. Hi, Julie. Good morning, Madeline. Or shall I say, Sensei? Madeline, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. My sewing room is so dusty. We're making some camera equipment changes, just moving stuff around. Hi, Stephanie. This is my first live with you. I've been enjoying your videos. Yahoo! Stephanie's here. Everybody welcome Stephanie. I'm so glad you're here, Stephanie. I'm so glad you're here for this live. I mean, it's going to be as corny and quirky as the rest of them, but, you know. My shirt looks wrinkled. It wasn't wrinkled. It wasn't. I ironed it. I iron all kinds of crap. You guys would be surprised. Yeah. Why? Because I'm too lazy to get the stuff out of the dryer. I'm not really lazy. I just get busy. And so it sits in the dryer for, 15 minutes or 15 days. Then it should. And then it all has to be ironed. But Steve's work pants and stuff, that all has to be ironed. You can't just pull that out and shake it. I mean, come on. Yeah. Struggle is real. Okay, so if you want to follow along, or if you want to do the same thing, or whatever, I'm using this one from I'm Glad To. I usually sew and quilt alone. Oh, no. Well, I mean, sometimes I come in here because I just want to get away from it. I want to hear nothing. I want nothing but the sound of the machine or the silence. Because sometimes you just got to sew alone. But sometimes, judgment. Sometimes you just have to you got to have a little quirkiness in the background going, So this is what we're doing. I got this from Wooden Spools in 2021. And I started it. And if you didn't see Friday's video, go back and watch Friday's video. And you'll see that lost my train of thought. Oh, the reason that I have spent 4 years, 4 St. Patrick's Days have passed without this on my wall. And because I wasn't doing hi Thelma, hi Arlene, because I was doing hi Betsy, I was doing my half square triangles wrong because I wasn't reading the instructions very well. Whatever. So Friday we had a major breakthrough. It was just hi Dubravka. It was just magical. It was a magical breakthrough, really. I mean, if you're a quilter, it was a magical breakthrough. Anyway, so I fixed that on Friday. And now I'm hoping to get my you-know-what in gear. And let's just see if we can't make something happen on this thing today. How's your weekend been? Mine's actually been pretty good. I mentioned on Friday that we got good news on Thursday. I think it was. Yeah. And just took a little pressure off my brain. And so it just took one thing off my brain that's been like chewing on my brain. So anyway, So now I feel like I have the bandwidth to focus. Oh, cool. I'm with you guys and watching my grandson's robotics competition. Wow, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Tell you what, these kids today are smart. Way smarter than I was. But you know, let me get sewing and then I'll tell you why. All right, so oh, do I need more? Well, I think, let me finish these half square triangles and then we're going to start putting together a couple of rows. That's probably about what we're going to get to today. Why? Because I have laundry to do. And I'm trying this new recipe with a pork loin today. I'm very excited. Could be the end of a dry, tasteless pork loin. God willing. Okay, so I've got 4. So anyway, you got to start with 3-inch squares for the half square triangles so that you can end up with a 2-inch square unfinished half square triangle. And like I said, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch Friday's video. So we're going to do these. We're going to sew these last couple of ones. And then we're going to start putting this sucker together. Holy cow. 4 years. Did you get your corned beef yet? I haven't gotten mine yet. Although, like a Ditz. Man, I should have bought mine. I should have bought mine when everybody else wasn't buying theirs and put it in the freezer or something, because now I went to go buy one the other day. $22. Really? $22? But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? No sense crying in your cabbage. Just suck it up and buy it. I tell you what, we're eating every bite of that thing. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's do it this way. And instead of looking at the computer monitor, let's see what you can see here. Okay, so I'm sewing on either side. Love the Chit Chat Sundays. What a nice group. Hey, thanks, Jane. Yeah, the prices are insane right now. But, you know, I mean, they're better than they were. Steve was asking me the other day, you know, are groceries still that expensive? Yeah, they are. But they're better. They're better than they were. Not as good as they could be. Let's put it that way. So, I watched this, let's take it off, Angela. So, for those of you that are curious, my baby lock has, and if you have Betsy Boyle on here, has the brother version of my baby lock machine. So baby lock and brother are, you know, brother and sister. Oh, that's funny. Why did that happen? Where'd the thread go? Beautiful. Now we have to rethread this sucker. So my baby lock machine, I have the baby lock Crescendo, and we'll do a video soon on my machine. And for some reason my needle threader's not. Don't know why. It's annoying as you can only imagine. I mean, what is this? The 15th century, we have to thread our machine by hand. And I'm just kidding. So, my machine has a little laser on it that you can turn on and turn off. I'm trying to do why my needle threader wasn't working. Oh well. So you can see the laser right here. See that? And I can turn it on and off. Sometimes I just sit in the dark and make it like a jazz show. I'm just kidding. I don't really do that. Anyway, hi Diane. They have St. Patty's Day lunch at the Senior Center for $5. Oh yeah, that is a hot deal. Amen, Betsy. And I don't have to cook. Yeah, well, there you go. Your house won't smell like cabbage. Yeah, that's the only problem. Man, that, I tell you what, about an hour after dinner, it just makes you want to gag. Oh, Diaz. Oh, Diaz. That's funny. Yeah, I'm going to do... Oh, that's cool. Half square triangle paper. So I'm going to do my cabbage different this year. Usually I just boil it. But this year I think I'm going to roast it, which I'm very excited about. So anyway, the laser, you use it as a guide, right? And when I do half square triangles, I still draw my line, along the back. But then I bump my laser over and I let my laser ride that line. And then I know that I'm sewing right on the line every time. Ta-da! Okay. Now, yeah, give us a thumbs up. I'm not Irish. Half Italian. My mother was Italian. My mother is Italian. Was. It's nice. Sorry, Mom. My mother is Italian. My mother's side of the family was all Italian. All Italian. My father was Lebanese. Great food on both sides. Great food on both sides. Oh my gosh. Great food on both sides. The problem with my needle threader not working is I got these long threads from the... God. That's a real bummer. Okay. Flying geese on paper too. Ooh, that's cool. Hi, Jean. Oh, I think I said hi to Jean. Maybe not. Good vibes to Sandra. She had a nasty fall. Weird, kind of weird weather here in Florida because we've been getting quite a bit of rain lately. Quite a bit. The reason it's weird is that we don't usually get rain in the winter or in the spring in Florida, at least as is my experience. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, and 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so I got one done. Now, so that's the first row. Okay, let's get these puppies done, and then let's get sewing. I think those I just cut too many. Come on. Are you hot? Ouch. Yep. She's hot. All right, so what are you guys working on today? Anything? After I did my book sale, I went to my book sale. So I mentioned on Friday my library, their volunteer organization called Friends of the County Library. Citrus County Library is this county that we live in. So I went to that on Friday. They do a spring sale and they do a fall sale. The fall sale is the real score sale. The spring one, not so much. Not as much. I mean, they still have good stuff. And each sale, I go and I spend $50. Almost to the T. Without even thinking. The last 2 or 3 was exactly $50. Friday was $51. They didn't have as much really interesting to me quilt stuff this time. But I got a good cookie cookbook because you know me, I do love baking cookies. I like baking, period. Laundry. I know. Laundry. Holy cow. Holy cow with the laundry. I wish I knew where my little one was. It's in here somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to trim these. And no, you're not going to be able to see because that camera's not working. So it is what it is. Okay, Betsy. Upcycle old blue jeans into bags and such. Ooh, that's fun, Jane. Sorry. That's fun. I've always wanted to do that. Putting border on another baby blanket, then cutting the binding. Custom quilting, a 1-block wonder. Oh, that's cool, Stephanie. 1-block wonder. So don't forget to go over to the Facebook page, 1/4-inch seam. You'll see me in my hat, this hat to be specific. And don't talk about anything interesting. Shh. When you get to the Facebook page, you'll see where it says featured post. It may say December or January or whatever. Ignore that. Click on that and post your picture of what you're currently working on, your finished project, whatever. And at the end of the month, we do a giveaway, which we're resuming. I am going to resume this month. Keeping up with the laundry because I'm going away 2 weeks for my quilting classes. Be away 2 weeks. Oh my God, 2 weeks! Madeline! What if something goes wrong? What if I don't know what I'm doing? Sandra, I hope you, yes, absolutely. Good wishes to Sandra. It's awesome, Madeline. I started a cat quilt and a jelly roll rug. Ah, cool. I want a good one with a puppy. I have a pattern saved somewhere of a cute puppy one. Angela, focus. Come on. So I'm just trimming these to 2 inches. They're so cute. So cute. And then today I'm going to, because we've been getting this weird weather, I'm going to take Minnie for a little ride, a little walk, and I think I missed this one. I think I might have missed it. But yeah, we've been getting, we don't usually get, when everybody else in the country usually gets rain, like in the spring, late winter, spring, we don't in Florida. But but when the rest of the country is dying of the heat and has no rain, we have more than we can handle in the summertime at the, towards July, June, July, August, which is our hurricane season. There we go. Perfecto. Okay, let me see. Procrastinating. I've been procrastinating a lot too. I'm getting a little better on some stuff. Yesterday, I just wasn't. I wasn't. I got done about as much as I wanted and needed to do. I had to bake a bunch of cookies, so I did that. But I also tried to. I mean, I did a puzzle yesterday. Not exactly great use of my time when I had a lot of work to do, but that's what I was feeling yesterday. Was just sit for a few minutes and do a puzzle. Watch the rain. It was cloudy. Of course, the other difference is when we get rain down here, I mean, it was 80 degrees. So there's that. But, if you turn the air conditioning on to like 72 and make yourself a cup of hot tea and watch the rain, it feels like a cold rain, like a chilly day. But yeah, that's usually what we have to do when it rains down here, is turn the air on. I got this really good pork loin recipe that I really like. And I really like this guy. He's like a professional chef, but he does these great, oh my gosh, he does great videos. Great videos. If you've never watched him, you should look him up, because I think it's great. Tell him Angela at Quarter Inch Seam sent you. I don't know why he would have any interest in my channel, but Bob Moreno, Moreno. And great recipes. I've tried a couple of his things, actually, gone beyond watching the video and actually done them. I like. And so anyway, the book sale was a success. And we also got some gardening done on Friday, which was nice. Okay, we're going to the machine. Oh, I have to iron this thing. I have to press this thing because it's just terribly looking. Bye, Sandra. Have a great Sunday. Okay. think I had pressed this once, but... So after this, I think I might go and read my book for a few minutes. Okay, now what? Okay, one of these. Can you hear? The TV's on in the other room. Murder, She Wrote. Have I probably seen them all? Probably. Do I like having it just going in the background? I do. I do. Okay, there we go. All right, so one of these, like so. No, like so. Okay. You know, I have big hands, so sometimes sewing this little stuff is a challenge. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so now, see, I'm going to bump my laser back so that then I can see my 1/4 inch mark on my table. And then okay, and then we do one of these. And you're not cutting either? Really? I'll just finger press this open. And now a solid. It's been in my way for 3 days. Still didn't cut all the way. Okay, now one going the other way, this way. Oh my God, it's the top of the shamrock! So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna go read for a bit. And go through my book haul from the book sale. I got a bunch of stuff. You know, I was telling Steve, a lot of the stuff that I'm wanting right now in terms of books is new stuff. You know, and so you're not going to find that typically. Like, it's super new, like it's just come out. Hang on, I got this all twisted up here. Okay. Here's a question. What tension do you usually sew at? Like for ordinary piecing, what tension do you use? Hi, Bobby. I just want to call you Bobby. I don't know why. Betsy. She's back. How's your grandkid doing? So anyway, what tension do you sew at? Just for normal piecing. Okay, now one of you this way. No, this way. So we're going to put the U here. Okay. Now another one of you. Between 3 and 4. Your machine needs meds. I know. I know it. I have a FAF and it sets the tension. I don't ever change unless I see an issue. Also depends on fabric. 9th place in 30 teams. Wow. That's awesome, Betsy. Betsy's grandson is in a robotics competition. When I was in high school, whoops. I didn't mean to go off like a shot there. I told you guys I went to Catholic high school, all girls Catholic high school. And there were things that we didn't have opportunities to participate in because we were a small private Catholic school. We weren't a public school that obviously had access to all kinds of state different things. But what we did have, I mean, we had a lot of access to things. It wasn't like we were, in some sort of a combine. But combine? Combine? Commune? Commune. Not a combine. They didn't put us in a combine. You never know what you're going to get here. I just want to be clear on that. So if you're new and you're saying to yourself, Anyway, only on my brother at home, I think it's at 4, sets it automatically. I think mine sets it automatically also. Okay, I won't touch it. Convent. Combine. We weren't in a combine or a commune or a convent. Oh, God. Anyway. Hi, Kate. Welcome. So anyway, what my school did have is, and obviously academics was very, very important, was, access or participation in AP AP classes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, now you go this way. And so when I was you qualify for AP classes, I think your junior year, your sophomore or your junior year. I think you can take them junior year and senior year, but I know senior year. Anyway, so I qualified for, which, if you don't know anything about AP classes, just means that you are in high school taking kind of like a college level class that gives you basically college credits and sets you a little further down the road when you go to college. And one more of you. So I was in AP English, which I loved, which I thrived at. That was when I went to college, that was supposed to be my major. I mean, that was my major. It was my declared major, but blah, blah, blah. I dropped out of college. I was also in AP American History. Loved. Thrived in that school class. Had a fantastic teacher. He was fantastic. Fantastic. This didn't sew. You know, sometimes the bobbin warning on this thing is spectacular. Oh, there's still bobbin on here. What's happening? Why didn't it sew? He was just fantastic. In fact, I still keep in touch with him to this day. And then I also, so that was 2 of them. And then the third one was AP Physics. Angela, I don't know that you seem like you are an AP Physics kind of girl. I really wasn't. I really had no business in AP Physics. None. And I didn't last in that class. I think my instructor moved me to just regular physics because crap is hard. And when I say hard, I don't mean like, you know, trying to get your 1/4-inch seam lined up. I mean hard. Yeah. My seams are a little bit off. It's okay. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to overly worry about it. Okay, so one of you's. Oh. 6, it's okay, all right. This will be a little bit easier of a row. No turning stuff around. So anyway, that was mine. Watch this way. 2. And it's lovely outside right now, but we're getting more rain this afternoon. Although I will say this, we're in the middle of a really weird, I mean not really weird, because it seems like every time you turn around, it doesn't matter where you live or how much rain you get, you're always in the middle of a drought. We are in the middle of a drought. I don't know if it's all Florida, I'm guessing it is, but we definitely are here in our county. And now we're at what they consider like stage 2. Didn't sew again. Yeah, my machine's got to go in. So it was originally that you could only water like, when we first moved down here, it was like 2 days a week. Then it's 1 day a week. Now it's 1 day a week, and you can only water between, or like after, I don't know, 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. It's kind of weird hours. Or before, like before 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, it's very limited hours. And then, you know, everything else, they've got the water coppers, you know, driving around. So this rain is nice and well needed. And my grass is on fire. We have, I tell you what, because Steve has been obsessed with the whole growing grass as in the lawn, okay? As in the front lawn, not any other type of grass. We only grow the grass outside, in the lawn. And all through the winter, because of how he's done it, we have had green grass all winter long. And I tell you what, it's fantastic right now. It's just glowing green. Okay, 4, 5. Oh, let me read the comments. Okay, I want to put some money. Wait a minute. Heavy load when you're gone, Madeline. Ah, Betsy. She is, Madeline. It's a lot. You'll have to keep Angela off the edge. Difficult, Madeline. Difficult. No kidding. Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, this thing almost did me in. I almost threw it away. Like 3 years ago, I almost threw it away. And last year, I almost threw it away. I'm so glad I stuck with it. We're going to have a shamrock. Okay. I want to put some money away one year and go to North Carolina QuiltCon. That's on my bucket list. Yeah, me too. I know we really wanted to go this year, and just everything just kind of, God, it was like having a wave behind us just pushing us, and we couldn't make it. I was so disappointed. Another good quilt show is Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. Not quite as big as QuiltCon, but it's big and good. Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. Ooh, that sounds fun. Where it must be 2027 QuiltCon is in Atlanta. Oh, that's even closer to me. Atlanta, I think. I don't know. I have to look. New Hampshire. Oh. Virginia. Virginia. Cool. I like your grass seed squirrel story. Speaking of squirrels, we have quite the. So we have some outside my office. So I'm sitting here looking at you. Obviously, there's a door right there. That door goes down a 6-foot hallway, just a little pass through. And there's my office. My office where I work, where I actually earn money. Yeah, to pay bills and buy groceries. And I have a big window that looks out over my backyard. And Steve has created for me there because I'm a daydreamer. Someday I'm going to write a book. Someday that will be in the book. I'm a daydreamer. I've been a daydreamer since I was in grade school. And I just am. And I think sometimes it kind of quiets your brain. Like if you're really thinking about something, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. Whatever. Anyway, so Steve has created for me outside of my office window this little bird squirrel activity center. Because the birds love, so we have a couple of bird feeders, a couple of bird houses, a bird bath. We have this little concrete picnic table out there. And I have this kind of cool low dish thing that I fill with birdseed, and then we never eat out there. So I let the birds eat on that table. It's the birdie table. And so they come and eat. And we have a couple of squirrels in the yard that like to taunt Minnie, the dog. And so they will come in the mid-morning and then in the afternoon, and they will, she sits by the glass slider, and they will come as close as they can on the outside screen of the pool and just taunt her. They'll sit there, and then they'll just look at her like, what are you going to do? You can't come out. And then when I let her out, then it's just this whirling dervish, dog chasing squirrel all over the yard. It's hysterical. And it makes me so happy. And all the little birds come, and it gives me great joy and great daydreaming material. And right now we have chickadees, which when we were young, my mother used to call us that all the time, chickadees. And now I have actual chickadees that come. And they come every year and build a nest. Okay, and one more of these. And they're back this year. They just came back last week. And they're building their nest in the birdhouse. And they have their little babies. And then we have another one. All the blue jays come. Blue jays or robins? I don't know. I'm not that intense of a birder. And then we have mourning doves, and oh, it's fantastic. I will put some pictures. In fact, I'll try and put some pictures on the Facebook page later today, of the whole squirrel scene and the bird fiasco outside. Okay, so now let's just see if these seams are lining it better. Ooh, they are. Okay, I'm not going to sew them together because I got to go. It's almost 12:30. But look at this. Look at this. 3 rows. Ha! 3 rows done. I think I'm going to try and come back this afternoon. Maybe when it's raining and it's just, there's nothing, can't go outside. I think I'm going to come back and finish this one. I'm trying to do, so in this pattern, if you get the pattern, there's, you can do it just as one, right? One, and I think it ends up being 28 inches by 28 inches if you just do one, okay, one square. Or you can do 4 together, and it makes like a good size wall hanging, like a good size. I really want to do this. I really want to do this. Let's get the first one done, Angela. Let's not get overly ambitious. Let's not forget about AP Physics. That class, now you're old grasshopper. Ah, thank you, son. Like a Disney movie. My backyard is like that. I have a small lake, and we have deer, cranes, birds, squirrels, foxes. I know. I'm waiting for a little song and dance number in the backyard. That would be cool. I never get any work done. Thank you. Oh, grasshopper. Okay. So, I will, I'll put up a video on Tuesday and show you where I'm at. I think we'll at least have one done. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, 15. Today's 15. Oh, Tuesday is St. Patrick's Day. Yes, I'll be back on Tuesday. We'll do it on Tuesday. I'll have it done. Okay, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to buy your corned beef before it's $65. And have a fabulous morning tomorrow. And remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Only. Okay, guys. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Monday. See you guys later. Bye.